He used to get frustrated when he used to watch us train because we weren't that good. So he used to put his boots on and train with us, but he made us look so average. I remember Craig Bellamy had to tell him he can't train with us anymore. I'm Carlton Cole, and to celebrate the all-new Dacia Jogger 7-seater, I choose my ultimate 7-a-side team, picking the best players I played with throughout my career to form the talkSPORT Perfect 7 with Dacia. Now, first up is Mr. Petr Cech. The reaction when I first saw him was, wow, what a mountain of a man. And there's not many players as tall as me. He was one of those players that's going to make an impact in the squad, and he had a great attitude and just wanted to win. Bit weird, but to be a great goalkeeper, you've got to be weird anyway. I've gone with Rio Ferdinand. He was like ahead of his time. He could actually play in today's game, and he could dribble out from the back with the ball. And to go into a 7-a-side team, I could have gone with John Terry, but you don't need John Terry and Rio Ferdinand in the same team. He always trash talked me on the pitch, so he always put me off my game. There'll be a time when I'll be trying to run him down the line, and then he'll just be trash talking, so Carlton, you ain't got the legs. You ain't got the legs. And that really put me down, and that actually took a lot away from my game. Alongside Rio, I've got to go with Ashley Cole. He likes to get up the pitch. He was comfortable when he was up there, swinging in crosses, scoring goals on the occasions. With Ash, I think he'll get into any side in world football now. He was actually ahead of his time, just like Rio. I'm not much of a morning person, but you'd always see him wake up and he'd be ready for training. And he'll be one of the best trainers every session. And he's a great advocate for hard work. And I just looked at him in admiration, honestly, because I couldn't do what he done. The one and only Mark Noble. The confidence that he oozed was unbelievable. It was quite unsettling, really, because I've never seen a young lad come in with so much confidence. You could tell that he loved West Ham, and he was West Ham through and through at an early age. So now, when I see him in the position he's in and what he's done in his career, it actually makes me really happy because I've seen how far he comes. Every morning in the changing rooms, he would actually put a pack of chewing gums on my seat. So I'd walk in, I'm always late, and I was just noticing these Wrigley's were always there. One day it was a Colgate toothpaste and toothbrush. He was trying to tell me something that I don't brush my teeth in the morning, which ain't true, by the way. So thanks, Nobes. Next up, we've got Joe Cole. Frightening player, frightening skill. He's one of those characters where you just want to be around him all the time because he just gives good vibes and good energy. His football does the talking. He's done a lot in his career, and it's just a privilege to have played with him. Now on the right, I'm going to go with Sean Wright-Phillips. Quite remarkable how he made it to the top, being so small. But he's so quick, dynamic, road challenges, and he was one of those players where you didn't want to play against because you knew that he was running you the other way, and he was so direct. And he had a great shot from outside the box. He could hit it with his left or his right foot, and very, very talented player. I've got a story to tell about Sean as well. So on his first trip with Chelsea, we went to New York, I think it was New Jersey. We had a tour out there for pre-season. He asked me to look after him. Well, people asked me to look after him because he was my mate from England under-21s. Him not knowing that I'm always late, Mourinho said, listen, we've got to get down to the coach at, was it 10 a.m. for training? Me being me, I'm thinking 10 a.m. to start going down the steps or going down the lift. By then, when we got down to the bottom, because he'd already knocked for me, it was about 10:05 by then, because it takes that long to get down, and the bus had left us. And that was his first training session. Yes, and on top, we've got Gianfranco Zola. What a player. When I was younger, I was coming through at the ranks at Chelsea, and he had a massive influence on my career and the way I viewed the game. I know that he used to have banter with Rudiger Johnson back then as well. And this is not taking anything away from his football, but Ida used to call him Horsehead. Still my mate, and he would laugh at that. It was quite weird when he came to West Ham as my manager. He was one of those guys that was like, believed in me. He wanted me to be successful. He used to get frustrated when he used to watch us train because we weren't that good. So he used to put his boots on and train with us, but he made us look so average. I remember Craig Bellamy had to tell him he can't train with us anymore. It was so good to play with, and it was an honour to be on the same pitch with him. Remember, he's been on the same pitch as Maradona. He learnt from the best, and he understands the game's beauty. So I'm a lucky lad. So there you have it, my talkSPORT Perfect 7 with the all-new Dacia Jogger. So, is that the perfect team I could have made with the players that I played with across my career? Have your say in the comments below.